We all crave those deep, meaningful connections that make life richer and more fulfilling. But sometimes, we find ourselves entangled in relationships that do the opposite. Detaching from toxic people, whether they are friends, family members, or colleagues, is crucial for maintaining emotional and mental well-being. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and focusing on what we can control, offers timeless wisdom to help us detach from these relationships. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy can guide us in letting go of toxic people and regaining control of our lives. Imagine a life where your inner peace isn't held hostage by the actions of others. That's the power of understanding the dichotomy of control, a core principle in Stoicism. It's about recognizing that our true power lies in what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, and letting go of what we can't, like other people's behavior. Think of it like this: you're holding onto a rope, and on the other end is the toxic person. You're pulling, trying to control their actions, their words, their very being. But it's exhausting, isn't it? The Stoics teach us to drop the rope. We can't force someone to change, no matter how much we love them or how hard we try. This doesn't mean we condone their behavior or become passive. Instead, we shift our focus. We acknowledge that their actions are a reflection of them, not us. This realization is incredibly liberating because it allows us to step back from the emotional turmoil and regain our sense of agency. Instead of investing energy in trying to change someone else, we direct that energy inwards. We focus on what we can control: our own responses, our boundaries, and our own well-being. This shift in perspective is essential in detaching from toxic relationships because it allows us to stop taking their actions personally and start prioritizing our own peace. So, as you navigate your own relationships, ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Focus your energy on those things, and you'll find a newfound sense of peace and empowerment. Imagine building a peaceful sanctuary within yourself, a space where your well-being is protected and your energy is reserved for those who deserve it. This is the power of setting boundaries, a crucial act of self-care, especially when dealing with toxic relationships. In the words of the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Setting boundaries is not about controlling others. It's about taking control of your own life, your emotional well-being, and your mental space. Think of boundaries as fences around your emotional garden. They protect your peace from being trampled upon and allow your spirit to flourish. These boundaries are not meant to be walls that shut everyone out, but rather gates that regulate who and what you allow into your life. When dealing with toxic individuals, it's essential to identify what behavior you are no longer willing to tolerate. Are they constantly negative, disrespectful, or manipulative? Once you've identified these behaviors, communicate your boundaries clearly and calmly. This might involve limiting contact, refusing to engage in certain conversations, or even stepping away from the relationship entirely. Remember, setting boundaries is not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation. It's about honoring your own needs and prioritizing your well-being. When you set boundaries, you're not closing yourself off to love or connection. You're creating space for healthier, more fulfilling relationships to blossom. So take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Are there any boundaries you need to set? Remember, you are worthy of respect, and you have the right to protect your peace. Imagine a still pond amidst a bustling city, its surface undisturbed by the chaos surrounding it. This is the essence of emotional detachment, a powerful Stoic practice that allows us to navigate challenging relationships without being consumed by them. Emotional detachment isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about finding a place of inner peace, where external events no longer have the power to dictate our emotional state. Think of it like this. You're watching a movie. You can get swept away by the drama, the emotions, the highs and lows of the plot. Or you can choose to observe the movie without getting overly invested in the storyline. You can appreciate the artistry, the storytelling, the emotions evoked, without letting them consume you. That's what emotional detachment is all about. It's about observing our emotions, acknowledging their presence, but not allowing them to control our actions or reactions. It's about creating a healthy distance between ourselves and the toxic behavior of others. When we practice emotional detachment, we're not denying our feelings or suppressing them. We're simply choosing not to let them control us. We're choosing to respond to challenging situations with calmness and clarity, rather than reacting with anger, frustration, or guilt. As you cultivate emotional detachment, you'll find that you're less affected by the negativity of others. You'll develop a greater sense of inner peace and resilience, allowing you to navigate difficult situations with grace and composure. So, the next time you find yourself triggered by a toxic individual, take a deep breath, observe your emotions, and remind yourself, I choose not to let this control me. I choose peace. In the whirlwind of a toxic relationship, it's easy to lose sight of ourselves, our values, and our inherent worth. We might start questioning our judgment, our choices, even our own lovableness. But Stoicism reminds us that our value is intrinsic, unchanging, and independent of how others perceive us. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." This chapter is about rediscovering yourself, reconnecting with your core values, and reclaiming your self-worth. Think of your values as a compass guiding you towards a fulfilling life. They are the principles that matter most to you, the qualities you admire, and the standards you hold yourself to. When you live in alignment with your values, you feel a sense of purpose, integrity, and inner peace. Toxic relationships often thrive when we compromise our values to accommodate someone else's negativity or dysfunction. We might silence our true selves, ignore red flags, or justify unacceptable behavior, all in the name of preserving the relationship. But at what cost? When we betray our values, we betray ourselves. That's why it's crucial to reflect on your values and honestly assess whether the toxic person aligns with them. Take some time to reconnect with your core values. Write them down, meditate on them, and let them guide your decisions. When you live in alignment with your values, you create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling, and you attract relationships that honor and respect who you truly are. Letting go of a toxic relationship, even one that's causing you pain, can be incredibly difficult. It's like saying goodbye to a part of your life, a part of yourself that you invested in, hoped for, and maybe even loved. Stoicism, while emphasizing strength and resilience, also recognizes the importance of self-compassion during challenging times. Imagine you're tending to a garden and you discover a plant that's wilting despite your best efforts. You've watered it, given it sunlight, even tried different soils, but it continues to wither. You might feel a sense of sadness, maybe even a bit of guilt for not being able to save it. Letting go of a toxic relationship is similar to tending to that wilting plant. You might have invested time, energy, and emotions, hoping to see it thrive. But sometimes, despite our best efforts, some relationships are not meant to be salvaged. This is where self-compassion becomes essential. It's about acknowledging your pain without judgment, recognizing that it's okay to grieve the loss of what you hoped the relationship could be. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend going through a similar experience. Letting go doesn't mean erasing the past or pretending the relationship didn't matter. It's about releasing its hold on your present and future. Remember, you are not weak for feeling pain or sadness. It's a testament to your capacity for love and connection. Embrace self-compassion as a source of strength, a reminder that you are worthy of love, kindness, and forgiveness, especially from yourself. As we've explored in this video, Stoicism offers powerful tools to help you navigate toxic relationships with clarity and resilience. By focusing on what you can control, setting firm boundaries, practicing emotional detachment, reflecting on your values, and exercising self-compassion, you can free yourself from toxic people and reclaim your inner peace. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and healthy relationships. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and living a life of emotional strength and freedom. True peace comes from within, and Stoic wisdom shows us how to cultivate it, no matter the challenges we face.